In today's video, you will see rare photos with incredible stories. Be sure to rate the video. Martin Lorello, known as the Owl Man, Lorello's ability to turn his head 180 degrees was as extraordinary as it sounds. He could look directly behind him without moving the rest of his body, a feat that defied understanding and fascinated audiences. It is believed that this ability was the result of years of training, along with a unique physical condition that allowed him to dislocate vertebrae without causing damage. Alice Elizabeth Doherty, known as the Wolf Girl, was born on March 14, 1887, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Her story is as unique as it is rare, as Alice became known due to an extremely unusual genetic condition called hypertrichosis lanuginosa, which made her born with a thick layer of soft hair, known as lanugo, covering her entire body. Pascual Pinion, better known as the two-headed Mexican Pascual, was a Mexican railroad worker who caught the attention of a sideshow promoter due to a large cyst or tumor on the top of his head. To enhance the visual appeal and public curiosity, a facial prosthesis was crafted to resemble a second face, complete with makeup to highlight facial features such as eyes, nose, and mouth. Despite the exploitative nature of these displays, Pinion managed to support his family with the earnings from these performances. Chang and Ng Bunker, the Siamese twins of Thai origin born in 1811, are perhaps the most famous conjoined twins in history, having given rise to the term Siamese to describe this condition. Joined at the chest, after years of circus exhibitions, Chang and Ng sought a quieter life and settled in North Carolina, where they bought land, became farmers, and even married two American sisters. Isaac W. Sprague, born on May 21, 1841, in East Bridgewater, Massachusetts, lived a normal childhood until reaching puberty, at which point he began to experience drastic and unexplained weight and muscle mass loss. Faced with the inability to perform heavy physical labor and the difficulty of integrating into society in a conventional manner, Sprague made the decision in 1865 to enter the world of freak shows. The world's smallest woman, was born in the Netherlands on February 26, 1876. Throughout her short life, which lasted until 1895, she reached a maximum height of only 58 centimeters, a fact that catapulted her to worldwide fame. Her extraordinarily small stature made her a celebrity in the curiosity show circuits of the time, allowing her to travel the world and perform in front of fascinated audiences. Born in 1865 in Virginia, United States, Annie began showing signs of hypertrichosis, a condition characterized by excessive hair growth, from a very young age. Her beard began to develop when she was just 5 years old, catching the attention of one of the most famous entertainment promoters of the time, who included her in his renowned curiosity show, Barnum's American Museum, in New York. She suffered from a condition known as Milroy's disease, a form of congenital lymphedema that caused massive swelling, mainly in the legs and feet. This condition made her feet reach extraordinary dimensions. She was often advertised as the big-footed woman, and her condition attracted a lot of curiosity and fascination. Dajo achieved international fame in the 1940s for his seemingly supernatural ability to pierce his body with various objects, including swords and large needles, without suffering injuries, bleeding, or pain. The medical community, initially skeptical, was baffled by Dajo's abilities. He underwent a series of X-rays and other examinations while objects were passing through his body, confirming that there was no trick or illusion in his performances. He was born without the lower half of his torso, which did not prevent him from becoming a renowned performer, actor, and even a skilled acrobat. The 1922 photograph, where he is seen posing with his twin brother Robert, not only captures a brotherly moment but also highlights the contrast between the two brothers, one with a complete body and the other, Johnny, without the lower half of his body. From a very young age, Myrtle captured the public's attention with an extraordinarily unique feature. She was born with dipygus, a rare condition that resulted in an additional set of smaller legs, belonging to a parasitic twin that did not fully develop. This earned her the nickname the Four-Legged Girl from Texas. Although she was born in Tennessee, most of her life and career were spent in Texas. The brothers were taken from their mother, Harriet Muse, and ended up being hired, under circumstances that today would be considered coercion and exploitation, by a freak show, due to their unique appearance caused by albinism. They were promoted as Eco and Eco, the Martian ambassadors, among other exotic and invented titles, which distanced them from their true identities and heritages. Charmian demonstrated extraordinary strength. Her acts were not limited to aerial acrobatics. She incorporated elements of strength into her performances that defied expectations of what a woman could do. Lifting heavy weights, performing push-ups, and other demonstrations of strength were an integral part of her repertoire, all while executing complex routines on the trapeze. Freak shows, or sideshows, reached great popularity in the United States. These spectacles featured a variety of performers with unique physical characteristics or extraordinary abilities, attracting audiences from all walks of life with the promise of glimpsing the unusual, the rare, and the extraordinary. Prince Randian, também conhecido como the human caterpillar ou the living torso, é uma figura emblemática na história dos shows de nascido na Guiana Britânica em 1871, Randian impressionou o público com suas habilidades extraordinárias, apesar de ter nascido sem braços e pernas. One of his most famous feats included lighting a cigarette, placing it in his mouth, and smoking it unassisted, all using only his lips, tongue, and chin. He was also capable of writing, painting, and even cutting paper into specific shapes, demonstrating incredible skill. Ella Harper, better known as the Camel Girl, is a historical figure. She was famous for her unique orthopedic condition that allowed her to walk on her knees, a characteristic that set her apart and made her a popular attraction in the curiosity shows of the time. She suffered from a rare condition known as genu recurvatum, which caused her knees to bend backward, allowing her to move more easily on all fours.